everyone. Ooh, hello. Whoa, there we go. Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you enjoyed the stream just before. Laura, Penny, Steve. Hold on. I'm coming in on some very interesting paragraphs that I'm seeing in the chat there. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're ready for another challenge. This time, we're actually going to learn how to make the computer do an animated drawing or an animated text. So you know, like when you do handwritten kind of things and they look really, really pretty, but you're not too sure how to do it on the computer? Well, that's what we're going to go over today. It could be very useful for very different projects, but I'm sure you'll find a use for this one. Hi, Patrick. Hello again. Hi. Hi, Gareth. Okie dokie. I think you should have the files available in the chat eventually, but you don't necessarily need my files for this. You can totally make your own. But if you'd like to use the ones that I've given you, I'm more than happy to see that. Okie dokie. So shall we take a look at what we're doing today? Hi, RB. Hi. Today, our example is drawing in a image, let's say, or by drawing in, I mean making it look like the computer actually starts and ends somewhere, which can be useful for lots of different things, or for straight up text, like this one right here. Hello, Perm. Welcome in, lovely. Hi, Sam. Thank you, Sam. Hi, Anki. You like making pretty things? Rob, I like the way you said that. Oh, pretty things. We love all the pretty things. It's one of those kind of small but really useful things to know. Once you know how to do it, you'll know it. And you'll be like, oh, maybe I'm going to add like a fountain pen or something, and I'll connect it to the writing. But gotta get the writing down first, you know. Ooh, let me turn this down. I hope you lot are having a wonderful day. Where is everybody coming from today? Unless I already know, because I've spoken to some of you before. Thank you very much to Sam. The files for the challenge are down below. If you are working with me, you will have a file at the ready. But if you do just want to try it on something of your own, please get that file ready, as it's time for us to move on. It's time for us to do our thing. That means let's do it. So if you're using the file that I've given you, you'll find a kind of nice, clean, empty space. I only learned recently that you're actually able to hide things to make it a lot cleaner. So I've hidden everything that you don't really need to use, but it's a nice, useful thing to know anyway. This is like a what now, like hiding behind like a little, hiding behind a wall or something. If you go and click those icons on your layers and then turn it on, it will hide everything you're not actually using. Very, very helpful. Sweden! Switzerland! New Zealand! Wow, my country doesn't sound that fancy now. I need to go to Sweden. Hi, Emma. Hi, watching from my mobile. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know what? Everyone's been talking about the Mercury thing. Hope you're okay. Here in Austin, excited to learn how to make my app move. Yes! Woo, woo, woo. Ah, Abby. Hello, lovely. Okie dokie. So the file I've given you is actually slightly animated, but that's not technically what we're working on. We are going to be working on something slightly different, and I've noticed something kind of odd. Let me fix what I think is going on with this screen. Does that fix that? Because the green shouldn't be looking like that. I don't think it matters too much. Does it matter? It's doing something weird, but we will accept it for now. It shouldn't really... Oh, there we go. I sorted it out. Woo! Shy guy from decades ago. Oh, Jeffrey, welcome in, lovely. Okay, so to make a drawing or our text move, the first thing we're going to do is write something. So at the very top of your screen, go and head over to the text channel. You can click and drag if you'd like to, or you don't have to type in After Effects, actually. If you've already written something, and maybe you've got an image saved from beforehand, you can do this with that too. That's kind of how, if you saw the collaboration I did with Alana Flowers, that's actually how I did that one. Brought the image in, and we went from it that way. Yours green on the working file. Eee! Wonderful. I had a chroma key on, I think. All right. So I've got some text down. Make sure when you're doing the text, if you can't see it, it might be on the layer underneath. So just click and drag your layer to go above. There we go. So I've got my thing here. I think I'd like something kind of handwritten. Ooh, that's really fancy. Bear in mind, whichever one you pick, it might make it a little bit tricky for you to get it as nice and flush as you may like. So play around till you find something that you're really interested in. If we do the hashtag, let's do some semi-complicated designs. We'll go for the tag that I would love you to use, which is hashtag Adobe Live. And as you're doing something with me, hashtag Pixified Adobe. So I'm just going to make this slightly bigger. If you can't find the tools to edit your text within After Effects, take a look to the right where it says character. You can change your text. You can also make sure it only shows Adobe font if that's what you're using. You've also got the color and the size and all that wonderful goodness. Oh no, Emma, no! I think Mercury crashed into, oh no, Emma, no! Sounds like we're all going off the grid now. All right, so I've got this one. I'm happy with this for now. We could totally go ahead and add more after this. There we go. Don't want the computer to think about it for too long. Doesn't really matter how big you make it. It doesn't really matter how far apart they are either. You'll see what I mean. I assume we're all at this point. So next thing that we're going to do, we're going to click on our text layer or our image layer. We'll get a little bit closer in there because we're kind of far away. And we're going to go up to the pen tab. Or you could press G for pen. Doesn't seem to correlate, but it's all good. We'll go up and click this. Now we've got our layer selected. We've got our pen selected. And what we're going to do is kind of make the skeleton of what we're drawing or painting on. So I'm going to click from the top and go down. Wherever you start is how it's going to draw it in. So if you kind of want it to feel a little bit more natural, think about how you would write this. And then you'd pick a different place to start from. If I was drawing by hand a hashtag, I'd start from the top going down. Once you've done one, you're going to click off the layer. So that means nothing's selected. And then you're going to click back on the layer. The reason we do this, if I open this layer out for you, you'll notice it will actually make more masks. So it's going to count each mask as a directive. So we've gone back in. I'm gonna go to this one because I know that's what I would do. I'm gonna go straight down. We're gonna click off. Now we've got two masks. We'll click back on the layer and we'll go from left to right. If you like and you're not too sure what feels natural, you can totally go grab a piece of paper, quickly test what the writing's like when you do it, and then go back in. All right, let's do it again. We're gonna have a few, so I'm gonna shut this layer down. I think we've got the gist of it. Nice. Now, what about when it gets a slightly more complicated or a bit longer? We've actually got angles and all of that wonderful goodness here. It's the same thing, actually. We're gonna start from wherever you like to start from. We're going to click to the top and click to the bottom. So your mask or your skeleton for the letters or the artwork you're doing can be as long or as short as you need it to be. And with some of these, we're going to get to some curves as well, but we'll get to that in a hot second. There we go. So now my A is done. If I did a D, I'd probably start from the bottom, actually. So back on Adobe Live, I'm going to click here. Head down to the bottom, and this time we're actually going to use some of the curves with the pen tool. So you can either click and drag, or you can click again, hold Alt, and then drag out. The choice is yours as long as it fully covers the inside of the text or the image that you're using. And let's continue. We will have a chance to edit this. Don't worry if you've made your mask, you've gone into the animation stage, and then you've realized that it's not really doing the animation that you want it to do, or it's not showing enough. You can actually always edit the mask. So it's very, 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 very helpful. And let's click and drag this again. So this circle's got lots and lots of curves. We're not aiming to close the bracket, by the way. Keep it close by, but we don't need to close it. And we've only got a few more. Boop. I probably start from the bottom, head to the side. I'm clicking and dragging. It's quite nice when you get into it. Semi-therapeutic. All the way around. Heading over to E. Cool. Now for E, I think I would draw the outside first and then the inside. So I'm going to skip this bit. Go all the way down. And then do that inside bit. Only 4 more letters to go. I think you've got the hang of this. And you know how to tackle slightly curvy letters or shapes. We've got our I. And we've got our V. Now, a little note, just like how I showed in the example, the last time I wrote Adobe Live, it actually had the dot on the top. If you want the dot to be drawn, but you want it to be drawn last, tap, tap. Do the mask for the dot last. You did the hashtag and the A. Are you going to pretend you... You know what? Penny, it's okay. It's okay. To be honest, it's just a challenge. Once you know how to do it, you'll be able to do it and spend your time to do more complicated or more interesting design later. As long as you've got the one down, you're good. Penny, for yourself and those that are only like testing out one tiny bit, head over to effects and presets. Make sure that's open. I know sometimes it might take a little bit to load. So click on effects and presets and wait for me. I'm almost done. I've got E left to do. Let me get my one done too. There we go. Okay. So if we zoom out, we can see the mask for all of whatever it is that we've done. We now need to go and generate a stroke. You need to fix it, Penny. Wow. Penny, RB is not letting you off of this one. Alrighty. So in effects and presets, type down stroke. We're going to go down to generate stroke. Click and drag it on top of your layer, either the text or the image that you're working on. At the top, select all masks. And then paint style is to reveal the original image. Now you might find that your font has completely disappeared. It normally means that you might need to increase your brush size, which can be a double-edged sword, but this is where the troubleshooting comes in and having a go at fixing things. So I'm just going to save this. Always save your work. And we're going to increase the brush size a little bit. You can even increase it all the way or part way, but we'll change it later. And the magic, the part that we're all waiting for, to get it to draw in. We're going to click the stopwatch on end, or should we do it now? Why not? We'll click the stopwatch on end. On your layer, press the U key for umbrella. Ella. Click and drag it over, because the end is it being completed. From the start, let's turn it to 0, or if you want to see it in motion, you can click and drag and see it erase itself. Now, depending on the brush size, it means the mask might be touching something else, which will reveal something sooner than it needs to be. So this is where the tweaking comes in. But we'll put it to 0. We'll get a little bit closer in there and see if we're happy with how it comes out. It's doing too much, so you might need to decrease your brush size. There we go. So by decreasing your brush size, and yes, you can also keyframe this. Maybe you've got some parts that you're working on that need it to be smaller for it to fully show things, and then increase it. Hi, Spun! And if I click and drag through, it does a better job of looking like it's filling itself in. But if we were to press play, okay, that's kind of cool, but when we write, we're not really able to write like that, so we could smooth this out a little bit. So if we click and drag, right click over our keyframes, go to keyframe assistant and go to easy ease, it will have a nice slow in and slow out. We can also drag the keyframes further away, because why, Penny? My A student, Penny? How do we slow things down? How do we speed things up? Is this our inside joke? Hi, Sean. Hi, Rob. How are you both doing today? I hope you're both doing well. Let me click and drag this out because I want it to take a bit longer to do its thing. There we go. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Faster or slower? That's right, Penny. Dragging it out wider. If the keyframes are further apart, it means it's slower, like it is now. If they're closer together, it means they're faster. Maybe you want it to go faster for a bit, maybe you want it to go slower, but the choice is completely yours. And now you've successfully learned how to make After Effects draw in anything, either animated text or images, which is awesome. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? I might have an image that we can work on. Do I have my Pixie file here? No, I've got Pixified Adobe. Does anybody have any questions? We did that super quickly. Super quickly. I'm gonna see if I can find my mini-me. I'm not sure where that Pixie logo face is. I just love this effect. Oh, Anki, I'm so glad. I hope you can find a use for it. It's one of those, oh, this is really cool. Let me add it to different places. Stony, hello, lovely. We just did a really quick how to animate handwritten fonts and handwritten text. I'm absolutely looking for something for me to draw in. That image I did of myself, but lo and behold, she cannot find it. She's looking really hard too. Animated handwriting? I wonder, is it in this? It might be. It might be. I don't think it is, but is it in this? It's not in this. I don't know where it is, you know. Will this work for more signature styles? Absolutely. It will work with everything or anything you could imagine. The only thing that you might have, hi Frosty, the only thing you might have an issue with is perhaps things that have a, I'm just going to put it on loop. Whoops. Is perhaps things that have a color behind them already. So if you're talking about literal signatures, that's gonna take a little bit of time to tweak it right, but give yourself some time, mess around with the brush size and everything like that, and absolutely. Looks like the electricity is finally back. Yay! Come on, Emma. It sounds good. Woohoo! This will be a great stream to bookmark and save. Oh, thank you, bruv. Thank you. I can't find the image I was working on, so I'm just gonna go back to the challenge because at least I can show you there. So what I did with the image, so let's say, who wanted the signature? Emma, your signature would probably be like this image that I did. Like just a drawn signature somewhere. You're gonna do the exact same thing, just add the pen tool on wherever you need it to be. Do the exact same thing, and you'll be able to draw it in, draw it out, have it move fast, have it move slow, play around with the settings because sometimes maybe something's not really happening the way you want it to. There's always extra tweaking you can do. Definitely a bookmark, woohoo! Also, if you wanted to have it right out the other way, what you can do is go back to your settings, go to start, bookmark your start. Did I do it? I'm gonna press U to see everything. Move it over a little bit and make your start go to 0. By making your start go to 0, I hit F9 by the way for an easy ease. If you're not sure where that is on your keyboard, just right click, go to Keyframe Assistant and easy ease. By doing start, it kind of makes it go out the other way. So you've got it coming in and you got it going out. I feel like I should quickly draw something. Do I have time? We've got a few minutes. I feel like we could do something really quick. Hold on. This is really fun. This is fun. I can't wait to try this from the start. Woo! Yes, Emma! I can't wait to watch this again. Woohoo! Oh! Will AI intertwine work with this effect? Well, no. It will actually be okay. I do have something which has used this and it's still on my computer. It is the hold on a second. It's the collaboration I did with Alana Flowers, actually. This also has the drawn in mask effect. We've got time for it to load up. Let's see. If I turn off everything apart from the text, so it doesn't need to think about what it's doing, that'll probably be much better. Let's get rid of everything that makes it really full on. Text completed. Okay. We don't need to see any of the other bits. Going straight for the text. Let's put the B on when the text starts. So I used this effect on this one as well. So there was a lot to it. I was actually able to copy the mask and paste it onto the other one. The erasing is a completely different effect. That was just a green screen mask of drawing on top. But this goes to show for your signatures, for your drawing, for anything like that, even the complicated stuff, you can absolutely just do the same thing. And when it comes to copying, for instance, the foreground and the background of this actually has, they're two different shapes. Let me dive in. They're actually two separate ones. We've got a foreground and then we've got a background. All I had to do was copy the mask layout that I did on the foreground, paste it onto the background one, and you can actually move and mask its shape. So there's a lot you can do with this. Thank you so much again, Alana, for this collaboration. I can't wait to watch this again. I hope you lot enjoyed it. A better today. Not a toad, Steve. I have to escort Steve. We're gonna have to escort Steve. Can someone come get Steve, please? Can someone come get Steve, please? Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure, Sean. I will see you lot tomorrow for another challenge, which will be a lot of fun, which I'll be very excited to see how you lot choose to use it. All the funness all the time. All the funness all the time. And yes, a better today always starts. Wait, a better tomorrow all starts today. That's the thing. That's the thing. Don't give me that face, Steve. Thank you for today, Pixie. Thank you. Oh yes, stay tuned. There are more streams directly after. There's not you laughing in the chat. Okay, somebody come deal with Steve. There's more streams coming up directly after this one, so stay tuned. More wonderfulness for you lot. Stoney said, thank you, Pixie. I love your energy and your teaching style. Thank you. I'm gonna do my best to make it better and more interesting for you lot. Every single time I come back, I try to make it a little bit more jazzy. I try. Susan! You're welcome, lovely. Rob. Thanks, Pixie. Brilliant stream. Thank you. See you lot later. Enjoy the rest of the day. Stay tuned for the other streams. I see you. Goodbye. Wait, hold on. Frosty. Pixie, where can I find more toots from you? Oh, actually, before I dip then, if you're actually on the YouTube side, I do have a couple of shorts on, oh, I must have turned something on that I wasn't supposed to turn on. We're not supposed to see the white bit. It's fine. She says completely, she says completely, wasn't supposed to show up like that, but that's fine. It's fine. Yes, if you take a look on Adobe Live, head to the shorts area. You can actually find my other tutorials on Adobe Live right there. But yes, mwah. See you later. Bye. Bye.